Welcome to Eur Week In Gaming with me, GD, the place for the hottest news, UK charts and new releases of the week. In this week's news, Curiosity has its centre reached, Mirror's Edge 2 hinted to be released, online passes killed for older EA games, and Sony gives Notch a special treat. First in the news this week, 22 Can's Curiosity ended, with Peter Molyneux noting via Twitter that the last person to chip away at the cube is located in the UK, and was the sole person to see what's actually at the middle of the cube. The winner should have a message on their cube now asking them to email special email address, hope they share, Molyneux tweeted. Not sure what Curiosity is? Well, it was launched in November 2012 on the App Store and had players around the globe chipping away at the pixel-like squares on the multi-layered cube to collectively get to its core. Simply put, it was a giant cube everyone destroyed for a prize. The prize for the winner of Curiosity is that they, according to Molyneux, will be the god of all people that are playing Goddess. You will decide the rules that the game is played by. Goddess is a god game in development by 22 Cans, which received over $852,000 in Kickstarter funding for the project in late December last year. Molyneux added that the winner, Brian Henderson of Edinburgh, Scotland, will also share in the success of the product, in that every time people spend money on Goddess, Brian will get a small piece of that pie. Molyneux said he'll reveal details on how the prize will be carried out at a later date. Next in the news, it seems that a sequel to EA's parkour-based game Mirror's Edge might be in the works for the next-gen consoles. Over the last week, Mirror's Edge 2 has been showing up all over the internet, first being listed on the retailer Amazon's German and Italian sites, suggesting that the next Mirror's Edge will be an Xbox-exclusive title. Then a few days later, a help page for Mirror's Edge 2 was spotted on EA's own website, suggesting that the sequel to the 2008 game is soon to be announced. Maybe even at EA's E3 briefing at 1 PM PST on the 10th of June. All three pages have been since removed. Next, we have more EA news. EA clarified that all games will soon lose their online passes, removing online passes from a number of games on the Xbox 360 already. EA issued a statement to Game Informer saying that it is in the process of eliminating it from all our existing EA titles. In addition to removing the requirement from future games, the publisher said it listened to user feedback to reach its decision to get rid of online passes. The move away from online passes will affect all EA games on the Xbox 360 and PS3, as well as games on the Xbox One and PlayStation 4. The change is likely due to whatever system Microsoft and Sony will have for used and borrowed games on next generation consoles. A recent rumour said that Microsoft may have a system for retailers that will transfer licenses for Xbox One games from those who trade them in to those who buy the used game. The system would give a cut of the profit of the used game to publishers like EA as well as Microsoft, though retailers like GameStop would keep most of the profit. The rumoured system would let publishers profit from used games while still letting gamers buy less expensive games. Sony will likely have a similar system, though the company hasn't made any public statements regarding used games yet. Finally in the news this week, Sony is trying to entice many independent developers to create games for their consoles, with the latest target being Marcus Notch Pearson. Known for his multi-million-selling franchise Minecraft, Notch received a VIP invitation to a Sony E3 event. However, this was no ordinary invitation, with Sony sending him a gold-coloured PS1 console. Notch has a high standing within the independent game industry. If his titles were to come to PlayStation consoles, it would be a big notch in Sony's belt, maybe even persuading more independents to jump on board. Notch has already shown he is willing to provide console players his products with great success. The Xbox version of Minecraft received its own retail copy, which has now sold over 6 million units on the console. And now it's time for your top 5 games. And if you want to know if your game has made the top 20 for this week, either go to eurgame.com or click on the link in the details below. Now for the new releases of the week, starting with Limbo, now coming out on the PS Vita on the 6th of June. Also, a big title, Remember Me from Capcom, coming out on the PS3, Xbox 360 and PC, out on the 7th of June. That's it for your week in gaming for the week ending 1st of June 2013. For more news, go to eurgame.com or follow us on Twitter or Facebook on the links in the detail below. Also, if you like the show, click on the subscribe button and the like button below. And remember to tune in next week for more of the hottest news, UK charts and new releases for the week right here on Your Week in Gaming.